Another UFC move that happened 5 years, 7 years, 10 years too late. Enter Patrício Pitbull against Yair Rodríguez, brother. Come on, man. You held it down in Bellator for years. You are a legend of the sport. Everybody knows the Pitbull brothers, but you know Patrício Pitbull for sure. You know the wars with Michael Chandler. You know all of that stuff. But here you are at 37 years old, fighting at 145 pounds, and you finally make your UFC debut. And they give you a layup, right? Yair Rodríguez. Not really. Not really. Come on, it seems like that because if you look at what Ortega did to Yair, you said, what's stopping Patrício Pitbull from just taking him down and submitting him with that black belt? And that's going to be my first question to you. I know there's more that goes into it, but what do you say for the people who make that argument?
Yeah, fast hands, long length. I think he has something like 6 inches on him just in height alone. Yeah, almost about 6 inches on him in reach as well. Yair Rodríguez is long, powerful, talented, and he hits you very hard at the end of his shots. And if Patrício Pitbull is able to get into that area to be able to get the takedown and do some real damage, he needs to come past a 3 or 4 piece combo that's coming at him while somebody's skirting out the way. So there's a lot of danger that goes in front of Pitbull trying to get to where he's best at right here. And Yair Rodríguez, with the speed he is very dominant when he uses it.
And if you look at Pitbull as well, and you look at just like what his last 5 have been, it's been weird because specifically of the Bellator format that they put. They have like the Bellator regular and then Bellator versus Ryzen series. And like he lost to Sergio Pettis and then lost to Suzuki and came back, won the championship in his last fight against Kennedy, and now you're in the. It's just been weird, man. I just think that he's got so many miles on the clock. He's done so much MMA in his life. It makes sense for him to open up as a plus 160 dog here against Yair because one, yeah, you're a legend, but you've never been UFC tested per se. And Michael Chandler, who was pretty much one of the biggest rivalries that you had in Bellator, we saw how his career has panned out once he came to the big show. So I think it's fair that Yair is a rightful favorite here. Do you like minus 190 for the Taekwondo specialist with a little bit of a lack of defense?
No, Derek. I mean, personally for me, it's way too overblown, right? Like same thing I was saying with that last one, like right around at minus 200, minus 190. It's just too much of a price to pay for how dangerous, proven, and gritty that the Pitbull is.
Okay, well, one thing that I think that we should be able to expect right here is somewhat of an extended fight, especially with the first fight jitters of the UFC. I believe it's real, even for a legend like Pitbull. So let's take a look at some totals right here. If you like Yair, he has to keep the fight standing, which we know that he can do. And if you look at his track record right here, we got some decision wins. Barbosa, Ige. Oh, no, sorry, wrong fighter. You got some decision wins here in... No, you don't. You got some finishes. Hold on. Brother, let's assess this. Ortega, you get submitted. Volk, you get knocked out. You submitted Josh Emmett. You knocked out Ortega, injury, and then you lost in a decision to Holloway. So you're not seeing a lot of decision victories. He is a finisher, 100%. Huh, interesting. What do you think here, man? I know I've already looked at this before, but now when I'm reassessing this right here, I was really thinking a knockout or a decision on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's where my mind was. I instantly, when I'm thinking this fight, I'm giving a lot of respect to Pitbull right here. I think a decision, keep it at range, keep it boxing, keep it kicks, keep Pitbull on his heels and mixing it up. I think that's the best way to win a decision right here. I think that's what the odd makers have it at his best, about plus money odd, right, for all the outcomes, plus 130.
Yeah.
But thinking about it, Derek, like when push comes to shove and the fight goes longer, people find ways to get one over on Yair Rodríguez. It's been a lot of his outcome. I mean, even the Korean Zombie win, right? He was losing that one until a very last second upwards elbow came out of nowhere. And the longer the fight goes, it's harder for Yair Rodríguez to win these fights. So it does make a lot of sense. Plus 275 KO TKO, but man, Pitbull's hard to put away as well.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's one thing. Pitbull, he knows how to extend the fight. You look at a lot of his fights, man. There are a lot of them are going 3 rounds or more. If you look at his past 10 fights or so like that, you're going to see a lot of those ones. So yeah, give me the ranginess, give me the length, and give me the frame of Yair, and give me the chip on his shoulder, man. You got back-to-back losses. You need a big dub. They're bringing in an old, gritty, legendary veteran from a different promotion. You need to defend your ranking first, and then you need to defend your promotion right there. So Yair, I'm going to give him the play. Don't get me wrong. I like Pitbull, but I don't like the age. I don't like the miles on the clock, and this is the big show, so we'll see what happens. So decision prop, plus 130 for Yair, and you taking the same?
Lock that down, folks.
Consensus. Again, let's get it.